Hello, good morning and welcome to this edition of How to Tell Right from Wrong. Now today we're at a very secret location. We're at the Mound of Doom next to the Plateau of Hope. I had to come here because as part of my Wickerman sequel pre-monetary edition, down there we have for 4 decades children raped in one toilet. Now in court they said there's several every other night. If you work that out over 4 decades, that's between 15 and 50,000. Which is up to 2.5 times the population of this town. Now obviously you might think that's a load of bollocks. You get to meet these people in this town and I don't know anyone who hasn't been raped or is an abuser. Obviously I don't speak to the abuser anymore, but it's your general person. And so are the victims. But none of them come to terms with it. They just prefer to live here and exist their final days without their secrets being known. Unfortunately, I'm not even joking. And what else do we have around here? Well, just to the left we have the place it all got moved on to when it got closed down. And that's well documented, should we say. And what do we have over that way? We have the school that closed down in the 80s and the children came to my school were totally out of control. Which you are, when you're 10 years old and you live in a very small rural area. The next school along, the head teacher molested 8 children, possibly girls, he doesn't actually say, but they were actually children that were in care at the school. So he obviously targeted them. He got something like a year suspended sentence or something. And also that same school now is the woman who flatlines people, which involves giving you a tablet of 4-MTMA, and then they say you go to sleep for 5 hours. And I certainly don't remember in the 5 hours anything that I remember in the 5 hours that they gave it to me. I just went to sleep, so went to the club, and then woke up again half an hour before closing time. So in theory, they could have done anything to me there, which they seem to have done to a lot more than me too. It's all about mind control. But they come from North America, those people, so it's a global thing, this. So in the school next to that, the head teacher there is friends with a woman who blackmails children's families into retracting their statements about child abuse or through fear of losing their house. His husband who just happens to simulate sex in front of children. And born next to those was the guy who's told decoys that he wants to rape 14-year-olds to have